days I face another wrong way. I feel I have to say, go, don't want to run away. No, I got a red motorcycle that I drive at night. I got a mindful mission, but I can't do it right. I hope to stay me, drown and never know what it's like. Maybe then get some rest, forget what you like. I got a red motorcycle that I drive at night. I got a mindful mission, but I can't do it right. I hope to stay me, drown and never know what it's like. Maybe then get some rest, forget what you like. Throw my walls away, now my way is safe. And then I found my place, another big display. I feel I have to say, go, just wanna run away. No. I got a red motorcycle that I drive at night. I got a mindful mission, but I can't do it right. I hope to stay me, drown and never know what it's like. Maybe then I'll get some rest, forget what you like. I got a red motorcycle that I drive at night. I got a mindful mission, but I can't do it right. I hope to stay me, drown and never know what it's like. Maybe then I'll get some rest, forget what you like. I got a red motorcycle that I drive at night. I got a mindful mission, but I can't do it right. I hope to stay me, drown and never know what it's like. Maybe then I'll get some rest, forget what you like. I got a red motorcycle that I drive at night. I got a mindful mission, but I can't do it right. I hope to stay me, drown and never know what it's like. Maybe then I'll get some rest, forget what you like.
And welcome back to the Spicy Sports Show with Sam Cerrone, and I'm your host, Sam Cerrone. All right, going back to college football, Jadeveon Clowney. Now, this guy is probably one of the best college football players that we've seen in the last 10 years, and he hit the highlight reel on SportsCenter a couple of months ago when he hit the Michigan running back. Wow, lights out. He's really good. I mean, last year, 40 solo tackles, 15 assists, 13 sacks on the year. Yeah, this guy's a stud. 6'6", 275. Arguably the top prospect in next year's NFL draft. And at SEC Media Day, he said, hey, people are afraid of me. Clowney said, I can tell Taj Boyd is scared back there. He ain't no sitting duck, but you see in his eyes that he's scared of our D linemen. Now Taj Boyd responded. Again, Taj Boyd, the Clemson quarterback, probably one of the favorites to win the Heisman Trophy this season, said he's not afraid. At the ACC football kickoff, he said, no, I'm not afraid of anybody, honestly. It's never been in my nature, never been in my character. I'm a competitor. I'm going to compete against whoever wants to compete, and it'll take care of itself in due time. Big words from Taj Boyd, considering the fact that Clemson does play Georgia in what should be one of the most anticipated opener of the season. So again, I think that's going to be really good moving forward. I mean, again, this guy, Taj Boyd, again, really good quarterback in an ACC. I mean, it's not the greatest conference, let's be honest, but he's a really good player. He's going to be a good quarterback when he comes out, and I'm assuming this season. And, again, he'll be a first-round draft pick, but when you see Jadeveon Clowney ball, this guy can flat-out play. He is really good, and the offensive line for Clemson better be on their A game. They better be really good because, again, Jadeveon Clowney, if you leave him open, he will light you up. And that's going to be, and that'll be interesting to watch. All right. The Florida Gators obviously have gotten a lot of heat the last couple of weeks. Even, Aaron Hernandez, the Pouncey twins. Again, they're all in the NFL, but they played at Florida at one point. Urban Meyer, apparently at Ohio State, claimed some recruiting violations against Florida. Will Muschamp coming back at him. Yeah. Some more not so good news for the Gators as linebacker Antonio Morrison, the rising junior, has been arrested for the second time in 5 weeks. This time for allegedly barking at a police dog and resisting arrest, and will miss at least the first 2 games of the season after being suspended from the team Sunday. According to a county sheriff's office report, police responded to a suspicious incident and disturbance call at 3:43 a.m. on Sunday at the Gainesville Hotel, adjacent to a nightclub. While Officer William A. Arnold was investigating the vehicle that was subject to the call, a group of several men were walking along 13th Street. One of the men reportedly approached the patrol car and began barking at the police dog through the open window. The report said that caused a dog named Bear to bark back at the man, which Arnold says in his report diverted his attention from investigating the vehicle. Are you serious? I mean, honestly. When you're in college, I get it, You want to do things that, hey, you may not want to be able to do in the real world because, you go to jail. But when you do something like that, you have to be kidding me. I mean, that's probably one of the most interesting stories that I've read in the offseason so far in college football. And I mean, there's been a good amount to say. But you bark at a police dog and you get arrested? Wow. Yeah. Again, sometimes the articles are hysterical just because, again, the comments that you see. Again, one of the first ones that I see, no names. I'm not going to mention any names. Let the dog out of the car and see if the big bad football player wants to continue to antagonize it. Yeah. Wow. I mean, honestly. I mean, again, Morrison's a good player, 6'1", 230-pound sophomore. He was expected to be the starting middle linebacker this season. Wow. And on top of the fact that Morrison was going to be potentially suspended even before that as a result of a June 16th arrest for battery after he punched a nightclub bouncer because he was not given a discount rate for admission. Really? I don't know. I mean, once you see something like that, I don't know. I feel like you got to go. I feel like this guy, yeah, great talent, sure. I mean, he's at a prominent school in Florida, and he's a good player. But when your brain says things, hey, you're risking a lot. I mean, it's only 2 games, but people are going to look at that at the next level. Can this guy be mature? Can this guy not be a distraction in the locker room? So I don't know. It's fascinating, honestly. Going to one last story. Nick Saban. I mean, what can you say about the guy? Nick Saban, again, their team is loaded this year, coming back strong. A.J. McCarron, again, he's probably going to be one of the best quarterbacks in college football, a potential Heisman hopeful. And, hey, they're going for the three-peat, which hasn't been done in a really long time. I mean, they're in a loaded division as well. Just forget about the conference. I mean, Texas A&M, LSU. I mean, these teams are good. I mean, luckily, Crimson doesn't have the Crimson Tide do not have to play Georgia, Florida, or South Carolina in the regular season. So I mean, it's a schedule that's set up with a couple. Again, they have a couple of bumps in the road, but if they get past those, I mean, this Alabama team can get rolling. Roll Tide. Now, he waves off the notion of a three-peat, and I get it. He's Nick Saban. He's the top coach in college football. You can't go around saying, hey, we're going to repeat for the third time. Because you want these players to stay grounded. He wants his players to get focused. Because one little slip-up in college football, and you're done. For the most part. I mean, the SEC has gotten some one-loss teams in the national championship game last year. Obviously, Alabama last year. But, I mean, this team, again, looking at the schedule, I mean, it can get tough. It can get really tough. As we look into the schedule for Alabama, obviously, again, this team is coming back loaded with talent. A.J. McCarron, again, like I mentioned, the starting quarterback, again, for his going for the three-peat. Amari Cooper, one of the best wide receivers in college football. T.J. Yeldon, really good. Again, looking at the schedule, they open it Saturday, August 31st on ESPN at home against Virginia Tech. Actually, this is going to be a neutral site, so that's going to be interesting to watch. Again, the big one, Saturday, September 14th, as the Crimson Tide head down to College Station to take on Texas A&M. And then the rest of the schedule, Colorado State. Not a terrible, pretty bad team, I'd say. Ole Miss will be good, but not that great. Georgia State, they're going to walk all over them. Kentucky, not a good team. Arkansas, potential slip-up. Tennessee, there's a lot of questions. LSU, again, another potential team that Alabama could slip up. Mississippi State is a wild card there. Chattanooga, and then Auburn. This team has the schedule to do it. It's just a matter of will they be able to get it going? I don't know. But hey, that's college football. One loss and you're out unless you are the SEC. And that's not a knock to any other conference, but hey, when you're the SEC, you won the last 7 national championships. You have a right to pump your chest. You have the right. You are the big conference on campus. Seriously, you are that good. All right, well, that's all the time I have for today. Thank you for listening, as always. We'll be back same time next week. Look, I was on vacation. Coming back, going on another one this week. I don't know if I'll be able to come back at 8 o'clock, but we'll see. Keep you updated. All right, well, again, like I said, that's all the time I have for today. Thank you again for listening. You were listening to the Spicy Sports Show with Sam Cerrone on Spreaker Radio.